Hey folks, it's been quite a while since I've done an in-depth decode on video. Last time I talked about anything deep on a video was in my 2112 playlist. I'll leave a link in the description box for that. There I talked about the band Rush, the drummer in particular, their epic song 2112, how it connected with some planetary stuff, Mercury, Venus, Earth, maybe Mars, I'm not sure, but in this video I'll definitely talk about Mars towards the end and the magic square of Mars. This connects with Elton John's birthday. I did not talk about Elton John in the 2112 playlist. I'll talk about him towards the end. So I do recommend watching the entire playlist, but I'll do a bit of a recap here. So there is an album called 2112, and the first track is called 2112, just to avoid confusion here. And the song is very long, and it's a 7-part suite. Rush drummer Neil Peart, who also wrote the lyrics to most, if not all, of their songs, and came up with the concept for the 2112 album, he died on the 7th day of the year, January 7th. Now, it's worth pointing out, I don't know if I mentioned this, but January 7th is Coptic Christmas Day. What I did talk about was Christmas Day, as most other people think of it. So, Neil Peart died on the 7th day of the year. He wrote that 7-part suite. 7 times 7 is 49. This brings us to the magic square of Venus. The 7 by 7 magic square, all the numbers from 1 through 49. Add up all the numbers from 1 through 49 and you get 1225. So the album 2112 was put out by Mercury Records. There's a planet. The first line sung, the first actual lyric of the song 2112 is a reference to Earth, and the meek shall inherit the earth. So it makes sense that there's all this planetary connection with the album 2112. The image on the front is a star. So think about astrology. Astro means star. Again, it was put out by Mercury Records. Mercury, if you look it up, has an estimated orbital period of 88 days. Now we translate that to Earth hours. It's 24 hours per day, so times 88, we get 2112 hours. The orbital period of Mercury is estimated. In my playlist, I showed a clock. Imagine 2112 on the clock. It's like 9:12 p.m. How much time remains? Till the end of the day, 2 hours, 48 minutes. It reminds us a bit of Pluto because 248 years estimated orbital period. And thinking about all this stuff around the time of American Pluto return. So estimated 248 years for Pluto to orbit. Pluto was demoted on the 24th of August, which can appear as 24/8. Tack on a 0, it's 2480. So 2480 is the 2112th composite. Here we are talking about the album 2112 by Rush. From their induction, Rush's induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, until the date, 21/12, the 21st of December, was a span of 248 days. And again, 2 hours, 48 minutes remain till the end of the day as of the time 2112, or 9:12 p.m. And Neil Peart, the drummer, lyricist, was born on 9/12. Here we have what I think is a clear connection with Venus as well. The magic square of Venus and the pentagram of Venus, or the Venus rose. Think about rose, think about the rosary. Rose connects with Mary, mother of Jesus, Christmas. Think about Christmas Day, 1225. The magic square of Venus has a sum altogether of 1225. The magic square of Venus is a 7x7 grid. Neil Peart died 7th day of the year. 7 times 7, 49. Add all the numbers up through 49, you get 1225. And you look off to the left, we have something very interesting. Here we're going to have a connection with the number 176. First of all, bottom left there, what I'm showing you there is 176 plus the 176th prime number, getting us a total of 1225. Again, that's 176 plus the 176th prime, which is 1049. Add them together, you get 1225 like Christmas. Now, off to the left, you see, we have the 176 composite, right, which is 225. It's interesting, the estimated orbital period of Venus is 225 days. So 225 is the 176 composite. 225 minus 176 equals 49. So either way you look at it, we have this connection with Venus. Magic square of Venus, numbers up through 49. And the estimated orbital period. Anyway, so I was talking with somebody about how the numbers of Christmas seem coded on so many levels. And so this person tells me about an Elton John song called Leave On. I believe that's how you pronounced it, like leave on. And it mentions Christmas Day and how Jesus wants to go to Venus. Talks about somebody born on Christmas Day. And that song came out in the early 70s. And then decades later, Elton John had a son named Zachary on Christmas. He didn't have the son. Of course, he didn't birth the son. He actually got a surrogate to have the son. And the son was supposedly born on Christmas Day. So I thought about this, and then I looked up Elton John's Wikipedia. Apparently he was born on March 25th. You can write that date 3/25, and this reminded me of the magic square of Mars. We're talking about Venus, how it connects with Christmas. Here we got Elton John, son born on Christmas, song about Christmas Day, and he's born on a date that could remind you of the magic square of Mars. So see off to the right, the magic square of Mars. Add all the numbers there. The total is 325. And think about 325, like March 25th, Elton John's birthday. Also, going back to look at this magic square of Mars, we have 1225, 12 next to the 25, right here. So reminding us of Christmas, of course. You think of Mars, you might think of Venus. Mars and Venus, kind of opposites. Magic square of Venus has a total sum of 1225. So I've been thinking about music a lot and straying away from the decodes. But I just thought about this connection with Elton John's son, Zachary, and the Christmas Day birthday. And a lot of the world think of Christmas as December 25th, 1225, which is the total of all the numbers added up from the magic square of Venus. All the numbers from 1 through 49. 49 is 7 squared, or 7 times itself. Drummer Neil Peart of Rush, who wrote all those songs and come up with the concept of the album and that epic song 2112, died on the 7th day of the year. And again, that is, well, if I didn't mention, it's Coptic Christmas Day. They celebrated on January 7th. So he has this connection with Christmas Day, either way you look. He died on the 7th day of the year, Coptic Christmas. He has this album seemingly heavily connected with Venus, the magic square of Venus, the pentagram of Venus. Again, the first line of the song 2112 mentions Earth, and the meek shall inherit the earth. The album was put out by Mercury Records. Mercury has that estimated orbital period of 88 days, and if we translate that to Earth hours, it's 2112 hours. '2112 has this connection, this roundabout connection with Neil Peart's birthday. Again, he wrote the song and the lyrics and the concept to 2112. Anyway, I'll be sure to leave a link in the description box for the 2112 playlist.